Hey bitches! Today we are talking about men's spring fashion of 2022. And what we're going to do today is, last time we talked about the spring fashion of 2022 and the fashion trends, so now we're going to implement that to an extent in this video so you can dress nicely, like a normal person. And this mostly applies to you if you just like simple clothing and you want to explore more, and if you don't want to explore more, you should, trust me, let's go. So even if you don't have money, this video is perfect for you, because most of the YouTubers I've seen, they usually have some money so that they can just look good, and then they will just give you vague advices like be confident. You know that that's needed for you, but like you can't just sprout confidence out of nowhere. So let's not talk about things that are vague, let's just talk about the style and how to dress nicely. I'm going to show you 5 looks here that I combined. You do not have to buy these looks. I'm not even going to link them to you because I'm not being paid by those websites. So I don't want to even mention them. But I'm going to show 5 looks, they're separates, but the first 3 ones are going to be connected because they are very simple. So the first 3 looks, you will see them displayed right here, and I'm just going to tell you about each of them. So for the first look that you see here, we're going to have just this simple kind of like purple-ish, or as we say here, Bordeaux color pants, and we're gonna have this black and white sweater. What we're doing here is just we're going for the simplicity. If you just like simple things, this is what you can wear. So for the second one, because we talked in the previous video about the fashion trends and one of them being patterns, I decided to show you a shirt that has a decent pattern. It's very colorful, it's very fun, and you're just gonna wear normal pants, whatever kind of you want, because it can go with anything really. But for the third look, I wanted to do a little bit of color blocking. Now, this is not the exact thing, because you usually color block with the opposite side of a spectrum. But here I chose to do something fun with the orange sweater, because it has a nice little bear pattern, if you want to call it that way. And I chose green pants, and then you can just wear regular shoes, not sneakers. Don't wear sneakers, please. Let's disregard sneakers, wear normal shoes. Leather shoes, we don't endorse leather, but if you have them, don't buy any new Bordeaux orangish brown yellow shoes, okay? And as I said, color blocking, I feel like it's a really fun thing to do. You can I may even make a separate video on that, but listen, just take 2 colors that are on the opposite side of the spectrum. Here you go, boom, look at that. And then try to match the clothing that you have in that way. So those 3 looks were just under one category because they're very similar and very simple. But now we're gonna go for, let's say, shorts. So I found these nice yellow shorts and I wanted to combine them with something different. So again, I'm gonna find a nice little pattern print shirt that's gonna match this, and again, in the order of color blocking, we're gonna go for the pink color. Because I didn't say it before, but you have seen it so far, I'm gonna edit them together poorly so you can see how they look together. Again, you don't have to take these exact looks. I'm not gonna link them to you, but you can just play around with the colors with different patterns. I'm just going to show you how they look because they do look nice. So all of these looks that I'm showing to you were online found from 30 to 50 bucks altogether without shipping, but a lot of the shipping is free for the US citizens. Fuck them. But yeah, for us poor people, forgotten parts of the Europe, we have to pay shipping. But just keep in mind that these are somewhat cheap looks that are mostly, you know, affordable for the majority of people. But you can find cheaper stuff probably around the town at the thrift store. It's not bad to go to a thrift store, okay? Go ahead and buy something cute, girl. You can find a lot of shit there. So now I wanted to do something a little bit crazier, I guess, for normal people who just wear polo shirts or black shirts and jeans and that's it. So I went for something maybe for the night out when you want to go to the club and you want to catch somebody's eyes, a little bit of attention and maybe like flirt and seem like you're outgoing. And then what's gonna boost that confidence probably, it's going to be this look right here. It's all gold. And I didn't include shoes here because you can find shoes on your own, but just these golden shirt, golden pants, they're gonna look fabulous when you put. It's a little bit kitschy, it's a little bit ugly, but that's what you're going for. I think that ugliness works when it's intentional and when it's styled well. All gold, it's kind of obnoxious, but it works. So for the fourth look, we're going to choose patterns, which is like a floral pattern that I chose. And I told you when you wear patterns, you should have 1 or 3. I chose 3 somewhat similar but different patterns. First, we have these pants right here, which have colorful flowers but with a black background. I contrasted that with the flowers on the shirts who are more pale, rather than these flowers on the pants, and I put a pink background in them. And then you just wear similar cap or whatever it is, similar to your pants, and you're gonna style them like that. And if you are somebody who doesn't wear stuff like this, who is just into one color, when you show up to your friends wearing something like this, they're gonna notice it immediately, and they're gonna tell you, what the hell are you wearing? But they're gonna be pleasantly surprised. I know that from experience, okay? For the longest time, I wore just black, which is still my favorite thing to do, but I just looked like I'm not happy, which is totally opposite of what I actually am. So I decided with my age to kind of like put a little bit of color here and there, and I do feel kind of happier when I go out. And then for the last look, I wanted to go out there for you kids, and I decided to give you nothing but sunflower pattern all over the pants, all over the shirt and the cap. I want you to be as obnoxious as you can be in the public. This is not even there as much as you can go for, but for a regular person, if I wore that here in this city, people would look at me like I'm crazy, and I would enjoy that. Maybe you wouldn't, but just go out there, be silly as possible, have fun with it, do like a little posing, and like a little bit of photo shoot, do something, just have fun with it. If you have friends, couples, if you're a couple, just experiment, do fun stuff, be fun. Oh my god, people, it's so boring to be boring. Don't make boring your personality. If you want to wear different patterns, of course, go ahead. Pattern can be anything, print can be anything. What I just like the most to wear is something that I can find everywhere, which is like gingham, plaid, tartan, whatever it is. That just works well for me. I will be making more of these videos, at least the next one is gonna be for the ladies, because this one was just for you men out there. I prefer to talk about female clothing because, unfairly to us, we have less options, especially if you're from a smaller place. Women, like when I go to a damn store, if it's for men and women, I get like 2 rows of clothes. They have at least 7. Like depending on, it's just stupid, like why can't we have more options? And then depending again where you live, if the mentality is very like men should be this way and that way, then you can't really wear anything except jeans and a simple shirt. So why not take that opinion, throw it away, and go make your life a bit more brighter and happier. So go ahead, subscribe, follow me. I would really appreciate that. It's hard for a bitch out there, okay? It's hard to find new people to follow you. I have no one. Be with me. Come on, let's talk about fashion. And people on Reddit, if you're watching this, if you came from Reddit because I post my shit there, thank you very much for checking out my channel. I really like that. And call me. You know, well, you can't call, text me, DM me. Is that what we say today? DM me. Let's have fun. Let's talk about whatever. Suggest me something. So yeah, that's it for this spring fashion for men. We're gonna see you in the next one for women. So till then, outro. Bye.